guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are having a very cozy vibes day. We're going to talk about some favourites. I haven't done one of these in ages, and there's some things that are peppered through my life that I am obsessed with. When I was getting my stuff together, I realised that this is actually almost like a little bit of a gift guide as well. I was putting all this stuff, I've got a Gusto box full of things right next to me, and when I was getting all these things together, I honestly, I was like, oh my god, see if this was like things I was getting for Christmas, I'd be so happy. I already own them. That's how excited I felt when I was putting this together. I've got different kind of genres of things here. We've got some home bits, we've got some self-care mindfulness bits, we've got some beauty bits, and we've got some like random things and a little couple of baby items as well, just in case you're buying gifts for a new mum or a mum to be. I feel like when you're buying things for a mum or a mum to be useful is great. So we're just gonna get started. It's very eclectic, okay? As am I. Go and get yourself a wee cup of tea or something. I've got my big water. I've got my little candle burning, tidied up, so it's a very nice atmosphere. Everything I'll talk about, I've got a list that I've written out already, and I'll go and get the links ready for you as well. But let's just get started. Price points for these things are going to vary quite a lot. So some things are like little stocking fillers that are really nice, and then some things are like big investment purchases, but it's stuff that I'm obsessed with, okay? Right, first up, I feel like I need to talk about this. I did talk about it on Instagram already, but we have one of these in our Vive shop at the moment. This is a candle warmer. So what you do is you put your little candle, you put your candle in the little section, you plug it in, and it's got a dimmer. So it's just like a normal plug in a dimmer. The little bulb warms up the wax and melts it enough that the scent fills the room, but you don't need to light your candle. So this makes your candles last longer, apparently. I love it for my office. It's really, really good if you're forgetful, if you forget to blow your candles out. And I think it looks like it cost a fortune, but it cost £33 on Amazon. I love this. I got a few because I'm going to give some as presents this year. I think it's genius. I think it's such a nice gift. Again, it looks expensive and it does give off like a nice light, so it's almost like a lamp as well. Love it. Love it. Which leads me on to my candle. So I've got mine out of the box. This is an unlit one. This is my Vive candle. Love this candle so much. It went through very, very vigorous testing. I was actually a year late launching the whole Bath Leisure range because I just wanted to spend a lot of time getting this right. The candle burns the whole way down really beautifully. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The burn time on this is insane. The throat is amazing. We went through so many different wax kind of compositions to make sure that it was a wax that was going to really throw. The scent's unbelievable. So it's amber, sandalwood and neroli. So it's got a freshness to it, but there's depth. It smells like my house, a lot of people are saying, and a lot of my friends say it smells like me. So if you know the kind of scents that I love, you will love this. The glass is hand blown, so they're all kind of unique and a little bit individual. We've got our little Vive stamped in the glass as well. Where is it? But the glass itself, you can just turn it round. I like branding on a candle if it's gorgeous, but I know sometimes I just want it to look quite plain, so I did want to give you the option. You can have your Vive on display or you can turn it round. You'll love this. These are flying at the moment because people are smelling them in the pop-up, I think. And then just to give you an example, so this is one that I've finished, cleaned it out. Didn't really need much cleaning, if I'm honest. I just had to get the residual wax off, but I keep my little cotton buds in here. So the Vive candle is £40. It's one of my favourite things I've ever made, which is funny because it's not makeup, but I poured my heart and soul into this candle. Another candle I want to talk about is slightly bougier. It's more expensive, but it's beautiful, beautiful. And it's almost like an ornament at the same time. The Loewe candles, so amazing. So this is the box it comes in. I've got the cucumber scent here. It's got the classic Loewe emblem, so it's like getting a little bit of designer, but without the price point of full-on designer. They're £85, which is expensive. The candle itself is in this amazing ceramic pot. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And this is actually colourful for me. You know, I love a neutral, but I think it's such a nice way to add colour to your life. They've got loads of different scents, loads of different colours of this, and everything about it is just that gorgeous kind of pottery that's all hand stamped. It's just, I think, really, really special. I love these candles. And it does just smell like cucumber. It smells like fresh as anything. Really nice for a kitchen. Love, but for that bougie gal, so nice. Right, moving on. This is one, I've had this for years now, but it's one of my favourite things that I own. I've got two different colours, but this is the Gani Beanie. Gani's having a huge moment right now. Very, very popular on TikTok. I've had this hat for years. I think, again, it's a nice way to have that luxury brand, but not quite at the price point that the shoes and the bags and the clothes are. I have this colour and I've got a beige colour. They're just great wool hats. I love that the branding's there. It helps that their logo's gorgeous, but these hats I just think you can't go wrong with. I actually get excited about the colder weather so I can wear my granny hat. I think that you can't really go wrong with this if you're buying a gift for someone that is fashion conscious. Not that I am fashion conscious. I try. Right, last bit of kind of like clothing I've got, it's another Vive product, right? But these are, trust me when I say they're amazing. They've got 5-star reviews already. Great stocking filler. We brought out our Vive socks. Again, you would laugh at how many samples I went through to get the perfect sock. I wanted it to be thin enough that it was comfy to wear with your trainers, but thick enough that you could wear it with your boots. It's the perfect height. I have a pair that Jack had stolen. I swear I found all my Vive socks in his drawer and I had to steal them all back. We've obviously got Vive on the side, classic kind of like sport ankle sock. They're so comfy. They've got just the right amount of comfort without being too restrictive. They're 75% organic cotton. I think if anyone loves my brand, you'll really like these socks. They're a little bit of fun. And actually, while I'm talking about that, if you know someone that's a fan of the brand, we also brought out new tote bags, and these are like an XL everyday tote. It fits everything in it and it's just so great. So I think a little tote bag moment is a great choice, but I've not stopped using my tote bag since I got it. And wearing my sock. Look, got my socks on. I've got one last Vive product to show you, and this is our much long awaited new makeup bag. This is the Luxe makeup bag. It's stunning. It's a really gorgeous vegan leather, so like faux leather with the Vive stamp, hot stamped in. You've got your little handle, but when you open it, it opens flat on its bum so you can fill both sides. We've got little kind of elastic pockets for your sharpener, just for any bits like that. We've got a zip pocket in the middle, which I like to keep my scissors, tweezers, lash glue, lash applicator. And then we've got this kind of longer pocket on the side, which I just use for like eye wands or something like that. This makeup bag, because it sits flat, I can just put it on my desk, and then when I'm done, I just go, shoop. It fits an amazing amount in it, like way more than you would need for a full face. I've been away for an overnight and taken my skincare and makeup in the one bag. If I'm only away for one night and I know I'm not going to be doing loads and loads of makeup, I'll put my brushes in the middle pocket. It stood the test of time as well. I've had mine for so long. This is a new fresh one that I'm keeping. I keep it in my Vive vault. That is the kind of products that I would recommend for a Vive fan, but also they're just staples. They're like everyday staples. Moving on to the kind of more homey bits, I guess. I am hugely into home scenting. I really love incense as well. So that's another thing. When I was working on my candle, I really wanted it to complement incense. Now this is a treat. This is like slightly higher price point. It doesn't need to be that way, but I love Aesop so much. I love their home stuff. I love their like soap and their bath stuff and their shower stuff. They have this amazing heavy brass incense holder. I went into the Aesop shop in Glasgow and I saw this and I hadn't seen it before, and I actually have the oil burner, which is made of the same material, and as soon as I saw this I was like, I need to get that. I need to get it for myself. So I got this, and I actually got all of the 3 different scents of incense that they do. So they come in these little boxes. Honestly, all the scents are pretty similar. My favourite one though is the Vetiver Igusa and Sandalwood. Really, really earthy scent, but it's got a sweetness to it. These incense sticks don't have any wood in them, so it's just incense, pure incense from the top to the bottom. One stick will fill your house. I probably do like one a day, just because I work from home. I like to make my environment lovely. So they're little sticks like this. I just light one with a match, and then this little hole, you just prop it in and it burns the whole way down, and then there's always a little bit just in the hole that you have to tip the thing upside down, tap it out. This catches all the ash. If anyone is an incense burner, you'll know the bane of life that is when your ash goes everywhere. This is like luxury. I think it's so worth it. I think it's such a treat. Every time I use it, I feel great. I think it's like such a nice thing to have for every day. If you love incense, or you know someone that loves it, this is like a really beautiful, beautiful gift. Now here I have another incense holder. I got this on, I think it was Etsy. Ceramic's a mess, I need to clean it out, but it's a really, really gorgeous ceramic pottery. This wasn't as expensive at all. I'll try and find a link to it. I do struggle with little bits of incense getting stuck in here that I have to get out with my Swiss Army knife. Yes, I have a Swiss Army knife. My dad got me it for Christmas a few years ago. This little thing travels around my house with me, and I have my sage and I have my Palo Santo. So if you are a spiritual person, or you know someone that's spiritual, or you feel like someone would benefit from tapping into that side of themselves, this is a really lovely gift to give. Spirituality and kind of practicing and tarot and crystals and things, something I've always been interested in, but it is something that I've got much more interested in, and I've started, you know, spending a lot more time in my practices in that sense, and it's something that gives me a lot of comfort. It just makes me feel great. I think that taking that moment to connect as well is something that none of us do enough. So this has been very important for me this year, and I get really excited about it, and we can talk about it more if you like. This is ethically sourced sage, white sage and Palo Santo, and yeah, I love it. Again, it's part of my kind of like ritual of every day, and it also just kind of like when I'm called to it, I love. Sticking to the same theme, I'm very into crystals as well, and I've got two here to show you that I think are really great. One especially that's really, really great for beginners, for anyone could work with this crystal and enjoy it, and it's clear quartz. Clear quartz, I've got this beautiful little sprig. This is like a little natural cluster, and there's two websites that I love, three websites that I love that I'll link below. One in particular that I've found that I am absolutely obsessed with, it's called She's Lost Control. I'll put a picture here because it's plugged in downstairs. I got an amazing selenite lamp from there that I've got behind me when I work. They have really gorgeous crystals that go from like £10, £15 all the way up to thousands of pounds. This little sprig of clear quartz, I can't remember how much it set me back, but they're really gorgeous, and again, ethically sourced, which you need to look out for. I also have a little bit of pyrite, so this is fool's gold, which you can see it looks like a big chunk of gold, and it's heavy. It's really, really weighted. This is said to bring good fortune financially and in business success, so I actually always have this behind me when I'm working next to my selenite lamp. My clear quartz I actually keep next to my bed. Yeah, my crystals bring me a lot of joy. So I've got this little set that's from Paragot. This was actually a gift to me, and I've had two. I've opened one and this one I've kept. But this is a little set that's got selenite, which is a self-charging crystal. This is a really great one just for grounding. I've had some in my pocket when I've been in and out of the pop-up. It's a lovely crystal, and again, it's good for everyone. And then you've got your white sage as well. So you can get little sets, which are really nice. I think it's such a nice gift for someone, but also just a nice gift for yourself as well. So one of the things that I've been really enjoying for myself that's like a favourite, but also it would make a really nice gift, is booking an appointment. So it could be facials or massages or just like a kind of little mindful moment. Lately, my favourite appointments that I've had have been Reiki. So there's a couple of people I recommend if you're in Glasgow especially. There is Jade Mordenti, who is an amazing tarot reader, and she also does Reiki. I had a tarot reading with Jade just before she went on mat leave, and it was amazing. It was so good. There's also Sheila, who is part of Psychic Sisters in London. Me and Sheila have been having readings for years now, and Sheila never steers me wrong. She is the most amazing woman. I really, really love her. And she actually does appointments through FaceTime or Zoom or WhatsApp, like video call. That's how we kind of stay in touch. But I am planning to go down to London to see her. You can book these appointments and have like a virtual reading, which I really, really like. I think in person's brilliant if you can manage it, but if you can't, then these readings are great. And I also had the most amazing Reiki in Glasgow at a place called Haunt, which is an amazing room. It's like a really, really big room with floor to ceiling, black curtains right round the room. It's so comforting and cozy, and I had an amazing Reiki session with Amy. So I'll put all of their details down below of the people that I recommend. Any kind of appointment like that, any moment that I have just for myself as a new mum and, you know, busy with work, appointments that I can slot in where I can make a huge difference. So I love them. Couldn't recommend it enough. I'm all about experiences as well. When I'm gifting, I like to try think about something that person can do either for themselves or with their family or with me. It's always very nice. Right, I'm going to move into the couple of baby things that I want to talk about. So Romy is 7 months, my wee girl is 7 months. We've kind of gone through a lot of different types of products when it comes to like her beauty routine, lol. But there's one range that I am obsessed with, and it's so good for our skin, and it's the Weleda Calendula range. So I've got two of the products here. We have more. I use the face cream on her, and it's so good. She gets little rashy cheeks and chin when she's teething. It's been amazing for keeping that at bay. The nappy change cream's great. I'm not going to go into it, right, because it's her business, but we've been needing to use this lately and it's very, very soothing, very nice. This is a baby oil that you can use in the bath, but I actually use it for a little baby massage. It's really nice. It's really affordable and it's so, so good. I mean, it's not really an exciting present for a baby, but I've been really enjoying these. And again, if you're giving any presents for a mum, especially if babies are tiny, I mean, I know how many toys and how much clothes and stuff she's got, so actually stuff like this is really useful. But this range, I really recommend that you have a look at it. It's very good. Okay, something I just got on Amazon is, we're weaning at the moment, obviously. Romy started eating food and the mess is insane. So the little feeding bibs are really cute. And I saw this on Amazon and I had to have it. Oh my god, it's so cute. This is like a little feeding bib. So you just put the sleeves on. It's got nice like elasticated sleeves that go round her wee hands so our food can't get all over our clothes. Nice high neck. But these things are great and they wipe clean. We do chuck them in the wash. Because we're on this weaning journey, we do a little bit of batch cooking. My mum made this big pot of soup from just stuff that I had in my fridge. It's like sweet potato and leeks and loads of things that Romy probably wouldn't love by themselves, but she made this amazing soup. And these little pots are the best. They're called mooncake. I already have 24 and I've just bought 24 more because we've got like a freezer full of stuff that she loves for her dinner and stuff like that. Oh my god, how cute! They come with these little labels that you can write what it is that you've got in the pots, and you can write the date and stuff. And then inside, I feel like this is proper luxury. We've got these really gorgeous little pots. They're borderline Sad Beige Baby, but not quite. But they're amazing. They wash amazing in the dishwasher. They're microwave safe. They've got the little measurements on the side, and we just fill them up with soup and other like food that we've prepped for her and stick them in the freezer. The little tops come off for the microwave. They're the best. They're so good for on the go. You can take little snacks in them. They've got these little rubber tops. These are rubber as well, so when she starts flinging shit about, it's not gonna smash. They're so good, and you don't need to get 24, you can get 12 as well, but it works out better value if you get more. But these little pots are brilliant, and we actually use them as our dinner bowls. We use these to feed at our dinner and our lunch and stuff. Next is a little silly thing, but it brings me joy every single time. I have to use my keys. These are my keys. I don't have any key rings apart from if you know, you know, the Dishum secret keyring. But I've also got my Gani keyring. I got this as a gift last year. Every time I use my keys, I'm obsessed with it. It makes me so happy. This is such a nice, it's a stocking filler, but it's also quite like a nice present. Yeah, I've never been big on keyrings, but I just love this one. How can you not smile back at it, you know? Next stocking filler vibe is actually this setup. So this phone case, which is from Amazon, is like a silicone phone case, so it's nice texture, nice colour. This light that I don't shut up about, I think that whether you film videos or you don't, everyone needs one of these lights. They're so great for getting ready. I mean, I've got my big lights on already, but see, for getting ready, this little light above your phone, if you're filming it, or just above your mirror, is so brilliant. It's so brilliant, and these keep on going up in price. When I first got this, I think it was £17, and now it's like 30, but I still think it's worth it. The battery's amazing as well. And see, actually, if you're like me and you're on Zoom a lot, and even for when I'm doing like masterclasses and stuff, I just put this light above my laptop or my phone. Couldn't recommend enough. And then the things that I've got in the back are these ugly little silicone stickers that mean that you can stick your phone and or your light to anything on a flat surface. So mirrors, laptops, anything flat in like metal or plastic or glass, you can stick these to. So the combination of this stuck to a mirror with this above it, I can film anywhere. The combination of like even this stuck when I'm in the bath, I'll stick this to the side of the bath and I know my phone's not going to fall in the bath. They're really affordable and they're just a really great stocking filler. So see if you've got anyone that would make sense for, especially anyone Gen Z in your life will absolutely love this. Pretty much everyone I know has got these sticky pads in the back of their phone now, and it just means even for like when you're out with your friends, you can prop your phone up in a window, set a timer and get like group pics, and it's so nice because I am one of these people, I was terrible at getting pictures with my friends until I got one of these. So good. So that little trio, the phone case, the sticker and the light, I think is great. Like I love my little setup that I've got. Moving on to useful items, talked about this as well. I stole this idea from the Anna Edit, she influenced me. This is a little mini organizer suitcase for your handbag. I love it. I've got it with me everywhere, and the amount of times that I'm like, oh, I wish I had painkillers, or I wish I had a mint, or I wish I had a hair tie, or I wish I had a bauble or a Kirby, and then I realised that I'm so prepared. So good. Paracetamol, ibuprofen, Tic Tacs, chewing gum, Kirby's, little elastic bands, hair baubles. It's the best, and these are really affordable. But I think, see, for a little stocking filler, amazing. Again, brings me joy every time I use it. Right, I feel like we're on the home stretch now. I've just looked at my list and we're doing really well. The next thing is this scarf, the Tartan Blanket Company. The scarves are amazing. They've also got a little version for babies and kids. It's too cute. We've got one in Romy's room. I'm obsessed. But every year, or they have done for the last like couple of years, they collaborate with Amy Bell, aka formerly Little Magpie. Amazing Scottish sweetheart. Love her. She's beautiful. She's so kind. She's gorgeous. She's everything. This was from a couple of years ago. This is the Spencer scarf. I love this scarf. I have accidentally, exclusively worn this scarf for about 2 years. Such a nice gift. Really, really good quality. Obviously, I've had this for years now, but I cannot recommend these enough. Really, really love. I've got fragrance here. I think fragrance is really subjective, but if you're looking for a brand that you've not tried yet, I really recommend Replica. I love their candles. They've got diffusers I've not tried yet, but I really want to. They've got fragrances, and there's so many for me that I love. But this is By the Fireplace, which is so the fragrance description is burning wood and chestnut. It's very kind of caramelly vanilla, but it's got that smokiness to it as well. You can get the kind of normal size, but you get little 15 mils, which are amazing, little handbag sizes. I love this brand. I think it's beautiful. Before I get onto my kind of like last like bougie things that I'm obsessed with that I think would make amazing presents, I want to talk about books. I was talking to my dad about this the other day. I used to read so much when I was a kid. I always had my head in a book, and then I realised that I can pinpoint the time that I stopped reading, and it was when I left home. So I left home when I was 18, and then I didn't start reading again until I lived in this house. Really? No, maybe it was the last house. No, it was this house. So there's literally, I think there's maybe like 7 or 8 years of my life that I really didn't read that much at all. I read every day now. It brings me so much joy. I love getting into a good series. Everyone, you guys might know fantasy smut's my favourite genre, but there are a few books that I have read recently that I love so much that I think would make amazing presents, or if you're just looking for something to download on your Kindle or buy a book, then these are my recommendations. I cannot find my Kindle, and it's really winding me up. My Kindle I've had for years, like I think I got it when I didn't read, to try and get myself back into it. But I actually use the Kindle app on my phone, which is not my favourite thing ever. And now I'm too far into the Kindle rigmarole that I cannot start to buy real books again because I'm not used to it. And I just think about my bookshelf and how full it would be if I'd been actually buying the books. But they're all downloaded on my Kindle, so I'm a Kindle girly. Kindle's an amazing present. It's a great gift for yourself. It's a great gift for a loved one. I love my Kindle. So books that I'm loving, I've got 4. One of them's a series. I just finished Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. I was nervous about it because it's so popular and it's been talked about so much, but it is a beautiful book. The story's amazing. The way it's written is stunning. The characters are great. I like it when a book's really good at describing the kind of scene, so I can really imagine it. I loved it. 5 out of 5. The Flesh and Fire series has been the antidote to ACOTAR for me. Nothing has filled the ACOTAR void. That series is amazing if you need it, but Flesh and Fire filled it for me. It was unbelievable. I will be reading it again. I read those 3 books and I think they're quite chunky. I read them in no time at all. None of This Is True is a Lisa Jewell, I think. This is a kind of like crime thriller, that kind of vibe for the gals that love a drama. We read that in book club and it was really good. I think I gave it 4 out of 5. And then the last book I've got here is Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing's a really great book. I'm still to read Iron Flame, but I've got it downloaded. But Fourth Wing is an amazing book if you like dragons and magic. And then that brings me on to my last 3 things. So these are slightly bigger things, but they're things that I love so much. The first thing is this LED mask from Current Body. This I have been using every single night. You charge it up. So you can just charge it up with a USB-C. I do it every night before I go to bed. It's got 4 settings, so 4 different colours actually I can show you. So we've got red, orange, green, and then we've got the combined of all of them to see if you look like there. The battery's life's amazing. I've charged it 1 time. I think I can see a difference in my skin. I really do. My skin's going through it a little bit at the moment, and honestly I think it's because I changed my toothpaste. I got Colgate and I've not used Colgate in a million years, and I've come out with a rash here, and I'm desperately needing hydration, but I love that LED mask. I think I can see a big difference in like the tone of my skin more than anything. These are dead popular just now and I can see why, but I love mine. The next thing is a luxury purchase that I have had for, I think it was my 25th birthday. So I've had this for 5 years. I think it's my most used bag ever. I've got a couple of designer bags that I love so much. I really don't buy much in that kind of realm anymore, because I feel like I've got my things that I need and that I love. If something was to come up, you know, I would totally consider it, but I'm really happy with what I've got. But if I was to recommend a bag, it would be this one. It is the Louis Vuitton, why can't I remember that? I think it's Neo bucket bag or something. I'll find a link, but this is the black extras. I much prefer the black kind of detailing and the gold rather than the kind of paler version they do. This bag has been through it and it still looks amazing. It still looks great. We've definitely got some wear and tear up here. It's a bit crushed just now because I've had it in a other bag. I love it. I love it. And there's a couple of people that got this bag because of me years ago, and you all say the same thing. So if I could recommend a designer bag, this is expensive, but it's not as expensive as, you know, some of the other bags like Dior, Chanel and Hermes, but this bag is great and it really reminds me of being like 25. Really reminds me of that time in my life. It's been all over the world with me. I love it so much. And then the last thing, which to me, I got this for my Christmas last year from Jack. I asked for it. He said, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, do you know, I've got my own one thing. And Jack got me this and a trip to Iceland, which I can't get over. He's never going to trump that. We're having a very low-key Christmas this year, but I really wanted my Louis Vuitton planner. I've seen a couple of people with this and I was like, oh, that's so gorgeous. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels in my hands. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie, the inserts that I've bought, I got them from 2 different companies that are really cool, but they didn't work for me. I'm still figuring out the way that I can plan best and like what pages I need. Do I just need notes? But then sometimes I don't. I need something that's going to inspire me as well, like almost like a little bit of a kind of worksheet to do to get all my thoughts down on paper. So it's something that I'm working on, but this, along with the kind of more holistic and spiritual kind of side of me that's kind of starting to be like nourished a little bit more, this is something that's really important to me. I am a person with a very busy brain, very busy mind, so finding the best way to get that out of my head and somewhere else that I can look through easily. I've tried the notes app on my phone and I do use notes on my phone a lot, but it's terrible because I'll write it down and then it'll be lost to me because I'll never go back and find it. Whereas this, something tangible, something I can actually pick up and look through, is working out a bit better for me. So I'm still working through how best to do this. I don't know whether I'm going to have to just like get plain pages and design it myself almost, but some of the like, even there's a page in here that I'll never use. It's project and it's like start, end, budget, cost, objective, ideas, to-do list, deliverables, all on one page. No, not going to work. So TBC on that. But every time I pick this up and I've got it in my hands or I see it, it makes me so happy. A little bit materialistic maybe. You can get other ones that are plain. You do not need to get one that's just like a big brand. This is very branded, isn't it? But I just feel like it's a little bit of an extension of myself and it's really nice. Almost it's quite comforting just to have something there that I can depend on that I can slowly fill up over time. But I'll let you know how I get on with figuring out the best way that I can do that. And that's my box empty. I'm sure you can now see why when I looked in this box and all of this lovely stuff was in there, I felt so lucky. I actually was like, oh my god, this is like Christmas already. And it's all stuff that I just have. So this is why I do love collecting. I feel like I'm like a magpie for things that make me feel great. But all of these things, even though like we talked about some appointments, these are all things, but they do bring me so much joy. So you guys, that was a little list or a big list of my favourite things at the moment. When I was looking at the diary and I saw the kind of date, I was like, if I don't do this now, people are going to be really disappointed. So if you've got anyone that is buying for you, that they don't know what to do, feel free to send them a video. Like I said, I'm going to make it dead easy. I'm going to link everything down below. I would even, you know, save this video and come back after Christmas. I love kind of getting myself a little treat after Christmas. Belated Christmas present for myself. We all work so hard. I think that we all deserve a little treat. That's how I see it. I hope you loved it. I'm going to see you before Christmas, but I hope that you're all doing well. If anyone's in retail or the service industries, I'm sending you a lot of love during this time. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Favourite thing that I've been doing, oh my god, Joppa! Ceramic candle, what do you call it? So I've got my Vive candle here. Clever. What do you call this? Sorry guys, my battery died there. XL black. Jesus. Now he's gonna put all these things back.